Is Dave Roberts on the phone line right now, the Los Angeles Dodgers manager? How are you, Skip? You there?
Hi, I'm here. How we doing, my friend?
I'm good. You have a few minutes for us?
I always have a few minutes for you.
I appreciate that, Dave, because I know that obviously lots is going on in the world about what your team's plans are for this day and obviously maybe moving forward. But can you walk me through what happened last night in San Francisco?
Yeah, you know what? It's player driven. I think that it's player driven. I think it's individual. Mookie and I talked and decided, on the heels of what's going on in our country, that we needed to make a stand. And he decided he wasn't going to play. And for me as well, I felt the same and compelled to do the same thing. And I wasn't going to manage. And George Lombard, our coach, first base coach, felt the same way. And we brought it to the players in the clubhouse and kind of told them our thoughts. And to a man, they were all aligned and felt playing wasn't the right thing to do. And that's kind of where we were at. And so as last night kind of went, and we've got two games scheduled today, I know that Mookie has been on Zoom calls all morning with the Players Alliance and those guys trying to figure out, what the black players in baseball should and are going to do. Mookie came to the consensus that he wanted to play both games today, and I thought that was amazing. I'm excited about that. And, the thing that, Richie, he told me that was really cool is that his white teammates and white ball players around Major League Baseball that chose to stand by the side of their black teammates and not play to keep that unity. So to continue to keep that continuity, that unity, to play alongside them, but still understand that there's a overarching message that we just can't lose.
Yeah, and Clayton Kershaw put out a statement. He was, as you all know, what he was scheduled to do yesterday, and I guess walk me through your relationship with Mookie and the conversation that you had, of whatever you can share on this subject, and how it did manifest itself in the rest of the team following along with sitting that game out last night, Dave, if you don't mind.
I just think that there's a lot of, it's one of those things that we each have to make individually, and something that we obviously feel very strongly about, that racial injustices, that happen every single day. And obviously certain things have been captured and it hits home. And Mookie's talking about family and, being the voice of so many black kids, his daughter, and, I have family in Texas that have been victim of certain things, and so it's personal. And I just think that the education part of it, that Clayton, all of our, players just want to know more and learn about, has been very helpful. But this is just the beginning. I think that the thing is that these conversations are great, but then the execution of how we can kind of get better and go from here to there, is we'll see in time, but this is a start.
Yeah, and I guess in a couple minutes I have left with you, because again I know you've got Zooms, you got team meetings, and I'm sure you've got a lot of conversations that you want to have before you play two games today. So what would you say to I asked this question to Chris Webber in the first hour. It's going to come. Like what purpose did anything serve in terms of changing? Sitting one game out, if that's what it's going to be.
I think, and I think the thing is that understanding that you can leverage respective leagues, NBA, Major League Baseball, to support the Black Lives Matter. And so I think that the one game that we sat out, and Major League Baseball, the Dodgers supported the Giants. We're here in San Francisco. I think promoted a lot of conversations the last 24 hours. And I think that the conversations will still happen, and they need to happen. So I just felt that this is something, and I say leverage, Richie, is that now to kind of understand that for the industries to support it, now we've got to come together and find solutions.
So to put a point on it, the Dodgers are going to be back on the field today, and that's the way.
Mookie will be in the lineup in both games.
In both
yes,
games.
Sir.
Okay, and so we spoke to Justin Turner last week, who said that Mookie is great at basketball, and the team has found out he's also great at golf. So you're saying he's now like an 8, 9, 10 tool player after what you've just seen, what Mookie's done.
And you didn't even mention like the 300 games that he's bowled to. So
that's right. Exactly. That's what Justin Turner mentioned bowling last week too. Okay, Dave, I know you got lots going on, and I appreciate you calling in and just updating us on what's going on. And I'd love to get you back in the next couple of weeks when baseball is mixed in with everything. Really appreciate it.
Sounds good, my friend. You got it.
You take care. That's Dave Roberts here on the Rich Eisen Show. There's a lot happening right now.